let's run through your heat race lineup in Heat 1.
Thanks to Gavin McEachran and Associates. Heat race number 1 looks like this. If you're writing them down for the National Super Sedan title, will be the SA99 of Steve Schwartz, will be your pole sitter. Starting alongside from position number 2, the New South Wales 7 of Wayne Dick. Starting out of 3, the South Australia 12 of Kim Hammerstein. Starting out of 4, the way from Western Australia with the Western Australia 81 of Gary Higgs. From position number 5 will be the Queensland 4 of Lee Williams. Out of 6, this is where it starts with the Australia 1 car of Maddie Pascoe will start from 6. From 7, driving the Victoria 41 will be Ben Falkhead. Starting out of position number 8, the Queensland 12 of David Mush. And rounding out your 9-car field, the New South Wales 11 of Mark Summers. Heat race number 1, thanks to Gavin McEachran and Associates. The National Super Sedan title, heat race number 1. It starts here for Maddie Pascoe.
Pace truck still on the racetrack, and it pulls in. It means we're not too far away. Green flag at the ready for the first of 15 heats in the 49th running of the national title, and we are green. Schwartz gets a good start as Dick was up in no man's land. It'll be a little greasy early on for the Super Sedans, but Schwartz, with a little bit of local SA knowledge, gets a great run. He goes straight to the top in the low 28, number 99. Dick is second. Hammerstein is third. Hicks on the brakes, trying to run. Look at Pascoe, the Aussie champion, trying to run the outside here, Smalley, and we'll watch his progress on the outside of Higgs now.
Yeah, Matt Pascoe, the national champion, working to the outside. He makes a nice move around the outside of Kim Hammerstein as they exit turn number 2 and hustle down the back straight here at the fantastic picturesque Borderline Speedway. But Steve Schwartz, he's got clear air out in front. He's got out to a handy gap back to the New South Wales 7 of Wayne Dick, and Matt Pascoe from the 3rd row up into 3rd place. Gary Hicks just trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack in the WA 81 behind the man out of Loxton right here in South Australia. That's Kim Hammerstein. Lee Williams sits in 6th place. From David Bush to Queensland is Ben Falkhead, and Mark Summers rounds him out. But Steve Schwartz, the South Australia 99, doing a beautiful job out in front of the Dominator chassis as here comes the national champion, Matt Pascoe.
Yeah, Pascoe just on the outside, trying to get the run of the McHitch. Number 7 out of New South Wales of Wayne Dick. Look at Pascoe. Surprisingly, he just wheels on the outside. He actually said to me in practice, well, before practice last night, we want to have a run early in case we get out on a wet track. And he, you know what? The Aussie champion has come from the back and he's into position 2. And wouldn't he love a yellow right now? Schwartz has got a big lead. Pascoe second. Dick is third. Hammerstein and Higgs back to Lee Williams. David Mush. And look at this battle continues for third, Smalley, as Higgs, the West Aussie, trying to get up on the inside of Hammerstein.
He is. Steve Schwartz has 2 laps remaining as Gary Higgs, the dustman from the southern suburbs of Perth, works the bottom side on Kim Hammerstein. He's been trying for about 5 laps and on a pretty greasy old racetrack at the moment. It's pretty slippery stuff. He's just going to be really ginger on that right pedal. He works his way into 4th place. There's the South Australia 99 of Steve Schwartz. Grease away flag, 1 to run from Matt Pascoe and Gary Higgs. Can he find a way past Wayne Dick on the last circulation?
Schwartz through 3 and 4 for the final time and chalked that one up to South Australia, and Heat 1 goes to Steve Schwartz. Matt Pascoe will finish second. Wayne Dick will get third. Higgs for fourth. Hammerstein, Williams, Mush, Falkhead will be next across the line, and Mark Summers will be the other finisher. Well, an interesting heat race, but no question about it. There's one for the South Aussies. How about some noise for Steve Schwartz?
From 4, driving the Q7 will be Steve Jordan. Starting out of 5 with the Tasmania 6 of Corey Smith. Starting out of position number 6 will be the V7 of Trent Suzal. Kim Jury will start out of 7 in the SA93. Driving the Victoria 56 will be Neil Witness. And starting at a 9 will be your South Australia title holder winner back here a couple of weeks ago, the Q36 for Ian Botcher Race Parts. It's Darren Kane. We'll start from position number 9. Heat race number 2, thanks to Max Stubbs in Hoosier Tyre.
Heat race number 2 is green. And no mucking around here at borderline. And Sam Rosa gets a good jump on the outside. And here's your early race leader. Look at Mick Nicola Jr. Oh, we got problems already. As Towers gets all sorts of wrong down the back straight. Jordo goes straight to the bottom to avoid the contact. Hopefully he's not much too damaged to Mick Nicola Jr. and made contact there. And Corey Smith is third at the moment in the Tasmania number 6. And we might be able to pick up on our cameras. You can see the little vapor trail coming out of the overflow of the T6. Down the back chute there into turn 3 as it gets right up into the bars there. He runs in third. We're back to Steve Jordan in fourth. Whitnish is fifth. Suzel, Towers, Darren Kane hasn't made much progress. And Jury rounds out your field here, Smalley.
Yeah, 4 down and 6 remaining in the Queensland 77, the sweet chassis. Sam Rose the leads, but Mick Nicola Jr. is hauling him in at the moment. They hustle down the back straight. Will be halfway home this next time around. The Tasmania 6er, Corey Smith, sits in third. For the 2011 national champion, Steve Jordan, Neil Whitmish. Rounds out your top 5 as Darren Kane. He's only managed to make his way up in 8th place. And we're halfway through heat number 2. Brought to you by Max Dumsley, Hoosier Racing Tyres. And Mick Nicola Jr. He's the son of the 3-time national champion out of Victoria. He's all over the back end of Sam Rose. It was a pretty handy SSA junior sedan driver back in the day. There's Mick Nicola Jr. looks to the inside of Rosa on the exit of turn number 2. The 2 sweet chassis race wheel to wheel into turn number 3. Rosa tries to shut the door with 3 to run this time around.
Look at Rosa. He probably was a little bit tight. He's got caught out by the racetrack as it's dialing in very quickly. And Nicola's a little freer and able to drive off the bottom. And looks really good, doesn't he? Look at Nicola Jr. Get on the inside. We got 2 to run. Rosa still leads. A little push there on entry. And opens the door for Nicola. They're still going at it. Rosa tips it in a little harder. Comes down the racetrack. And will get the white flag with 1 to go.
Mick Nicola Jr., can he find a way past on the exit of turn number 2? Gets a great run on the bottom side of the racetrack. He nearly had the nose in front. Rosa back around the outside through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It's going to be a race to the line. And the Q77 gets there by half a nose from Nicola Jr. The T6 of Corey Smith will be third. The Q7 of Steve Jordan. The V56 of Will Whitnish got up to 5th. Darren Kane will be 6th in the Q36 from the V7 of Trent Suzel. Mark Towers and Kim Jury rounds them out in the South Australian number 93. Mark Towers in the N33 was in 8th place. What a battle between Nicola Jr. and Sam Rosa for the 10 laps. And Mick Nicola Jr. didn't die wondering. He tried everything in the playbook to find a way past the Q77 out of Redcliffe in southeastern corner of Queensland, Sam Rosa.
Western Australia, another one of our West Aussie visitors, the West Aussie 8 of Chris Paplovich will start from position number 5. From 6 of New South Wales 21 of Darren Aining. Robbie Merchant will start at a 7 of the SA 87. The Tasmania 22 of Callum Harper will start from position 8. And rounding out your 9-car field, the Victoria 3 of Mick Nicola Sr. Here we go, Mount Gambier, thanks to Ian Botcher Race Parts.
Cracker Jack heat race this. The Victorian Ash Bergmere will start from pole position. And it's a very handy start inside and outside. Lucas Roberts on the outside. And the cars are around and we will go yellow for our first caution this weekend. And I'll just say that Sam Rosa would like to thank everyone else as well. Our 2 heat race winners haven't pulled up to have a chat to us just yet.
Oh dear, boys and girls. Car 16 being told by Chief Stewart to go to the rear of field.
So Ash Bergmere going to the back of the V16. Cued in Heat 2 for not going to the scales. All right, Bob McCosker from Gladstone in Queensland will move up and start from pole position. Lucas Roberts on the outside. On the front row there, Ash Bergmere relegated to the rear of the field. He's running a 525 crate engine. We'll talk about that over this weekend. That's our Chief Steward you can hear. for those at home. As we go green, McCosker bobbled on the start, and it gave Lucas Roberts clean air on the outside. He's a former 5-time, was a 6-time Victorian champion. And the Royal V0 is your race leader from Lionel West, who's been doing this for over 40 years. Runs in second position. McCosker is third. Darren Enning and Callum Harper up to B5 and is on the charge, Smalley.
Yeah, the Bandit chassis working its way forward as Lionel West and Bob McCosker nearly get together on the exit of turn 2. Harper looking to the inside of Darren Enning, and Ash Bergmere after starting on the pole position, trying to work his way back through the field. He's got a guy he's done a lot of racing against over the years. Nicola Senior, 3-time national champion, trying to find a way past us. They're just starting to bottle up for that second place behind Lionel West as Harper getting a little bit impatient as the 2-time national champion going to the outside of Darren Enning as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. And the Q39 of Bob McCosker working the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to find a way past Lionel West. Look at Harper going to the top shelf, right around the outside of Darren Enning, and works his way up into 4th place. The Wily Tiles, Tasmania number 22, is working his way forward.
Look at Harper rip the cushion in heat race number 3. The former 2-time national champion switches back to the bottom on Lionel West, and the Bandit is stuck to the bottom through 1 and 2 this time, and the Bandit moves into P2. Lionel West fights back. Harper drives in a little harder, and he is absolutely motoring right now, Smalley.
He is indeed. He's worked his way up into second place. His quick time is a 14.493 as he's out after the Victoria Zero of the 5-time Victorian champion, Lucas Roberts. We've got them work their way out of turn number 4 into the front straight with 2 laps remaining. I don't think Harper's going to have enough real estate to reel in Lucas Roberts. Lionel West still sits in 3rd from Bob McCosker, and the New South Wales 21 of Darren Enning sits in 5th from Bergmere, Nicola Senior, Chris Pavlovich, and Robbie Marchant with 1 remaining.
Lucas Roberts railing the cushion. He's certainly losing some ground. And that gap is shrinking, but don't you worry about that because it's checkered flag time for Lucas Roberts, who wins heat race number 3. Callum Harper, a big bank of points from the back, will get home in second. Lionel West from Bob McCosker. I'll let Smalley tell you about 5th and 6th because it nearly looked like a dead heat across the line.
Yeah, Ash Bergmere's got there for 5th from Darren Anning. Mick Nicola Senior was 7th. Chris Pavlovich 8th. And Robbie Marchant rounds him out in the South Australia 87. And Lucas Roberts, his quick time was a 14.464.
Well, a terrific start for this bloke. He just stuck it on the outside and pegged the thing into turn 1, and we'll see you later, everyone else. Well done.
I don't know. I didn't think it was going that hard, so I just sort of half-pedalled it around there. But the Mount Gambier Speedway Club borderline here, all the committee and everything that puts this event together, and it's an awesome track. We all know that. So there's a few more races yet, mate. There's no money on the heat, so the prize is tomorrow night.
Absolutely, mate. Well done. Congratulations to Lucas Roberts, who gets the chocolates in Heat 3.
And rounding out your 8-car field, the New South Wales 47 of Daryl Moon will start from 9.
And we are green in heat race number 4. Ryan Alexander blows it in on the inside of Moon. Look at Barton trying to get up after it here. And Moon is second from Barton, Aylett and Aylett. So we got 2 Aylets and 2 Moons out there. Peter Nicola gets through on Daryl Moon. And we are hammered down as Phil Barton has a look on the inside of Tyson here. In the 57, look at Ryan Alexander though. He is gone in heat race number 4.
He is indeed. Is the West Australia 36 of Phil Barton trying to work his way forward. His father and son for 4th and 5th. Lee Aylett leading his dad, Kemble Aylett, at the moment from the former Victorian champion, Peter Nicola. And Daryl Moon and David McKenzie rounds them out. But Ryan Alexander started twice pole position for the A-Main in the National Super Sedan title in years gone by. The NZ National Karate South Australia 47. Whoa, look at the lap time, 13.495. He hustles the Dominator chassis down the back straight into turn number 3. He's got out to a 3-second gap. Back to the sweet chassis of Tyson Moon is Phil Barton. the Macquarie Brown Earth Moving Dominator chassis from Broome in Western Australia, trying to work his way into second place.
And look at him peg the thing in on the right rear, and it hikes up the inside front wheel here. Check out the Dominator here. Oh, Phil Barton, he drives it in hard on the right rear here. Hikes up and tries to get some, or trying to push that left rear as hard as possible into the ground and get that forward drive that he needs. Ryan Alexander, though, he is in another postcode here in heat race number 4.
Yeah, Barton still trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack. He might have got it done this time. A little bit of a look to the inside as Peter McCullough and Lee Aylett just starting to close up for that 4th place. Ryan Alexander will work his way into the front straight, just coming up on a little bit of traffic. In the South Australia 47, the first of those is David McKenzie, as Barton again trying to find a way past Moon, as Peter Nicola runs wide coming in out of turn 4 in the Maxima Racing Oils entry.
Checkered flag for Ryan Alexander, who gets the win. Tyson Moon just hangs on for second ahead of Phil Barton. Lee Aylett from Peter Nicola, Kemble Aylett, Daryl Moon. Mackenzie is how they finish. There's another one for the South Aussies. How about you bang your hands together for Ryan Alexander? Down here on the infield with Ryan Alexander. Nice start, mate. Well done.
No, thank you. It's really good to start off the title with a win, and it's not easy out there. The track's pretty hammered down at the moment, which is awesome. I love it that way. So hopefully it can stay like that, and we're in for a good night.
Not wrong, mate. Well done. Good job for the 47. Let's check out your starters in heat race number 8 or 5.
Make up your mind, mate. Is it 5, 8, 7, whatever?
I'm excited. We'll go with 5.
We'll go with 5. Okay. Thanks to Wham.
To the sounds of diesel, the tip of my tongue here, and it's Steve Latham will lead us away from the inside of the front row, and we are green with Latham and Giacometti. Look at Gartner, slide the thing in on the bottom, and he might get a little hole shot here. And Gardner's into 4. Trent Wilson from Townsville in North Queensland is up to position 5, and Gardner gets through on Cottrell. Slide job, if you will. And the SA8 from Panola is 3rd and will be licking his lips at this as he gets right behind Giacometti.
Yeah, he looks to the inside on the exit of turn number 2 in the Castrol. Maxwell Racing Engines Dominator chassis was fastest in official practice yesterday afternoon. Look at him work the bottom side of the racetrack. The local Dave Gartner goes up into second place, and he's out after the Tasmanian number 8 of Steve Latham as they work their way down the back straight. Trent Wilson and Justin Smithwick both from North Queensland trying to find a way past Kim Cottrell, who finished on the podium in this event way back in 1986 in the South Australia 63.
Have a look at Gartner. He is wheeling in the Tasmanian now. Starting to close the gap here. In heat 5, look at Gartner for Castrol and GT Bobcats. The SA number 8 is closing in on the T8. Out in front as this is starting to develop here, Smalley. Gardner is coming at a rapid rate of knots now.
Yeah, he's got 4.5 laps to try and find a way past the rocket chassis, the Tasmania Raiders. Steve Latham, they work their way out of turn 4 and down the front straight here at the picturesque Borderline Speedway in the southeast of South Australia, Mount Gambier. And Dave Gartner, there's plenty of local hopes resting on his shoulders this weekend. Hasn't done a whole lot of racing this season, but the crew and the team have got the car absolutely dialed into the conditions at the moment. He's quick time at 13.550 so far, as the lap traffic might come into this one with a couple of laps remaining.
He's right behind Latham with 1 lap remaining. What will Gartner do here? Gardner on the bottom, they come up on Layson. Top or bottom, Gardner on the inside, we've got contact. Well, banging wheels out. Oh, and Gardner crosses first. Latham will be second across the line. Giacometti 3rd. Trent Wilson 4th. Smithwick, Cottrell, blink aisle, and I reckon the officials will need to sort this one out because OMG, it got a little hot there in heat race number 5.
South Australian 8, you are the winner.
And I can tell you, SA8 is your winner. How about some noise for Dave Gartner? And he got a double fist pump for Dave Gartner. See this? A little bit of, well, they say fenders are for fending. And he was fending to get to the inside of Layson. And it's been that long for him, he's forgot how to take his helmet off. But he certainly hasn't forgotten how to race. Holy smokes, mate, this thing was hauling.
Yeah, no, I didn't lift actually. I don't reckon the last 3 laps, but yeah, a bit tricky that last one there. I felt I was well up into my position, and I think Steve got trapped with the slow car, which I tried to get him trapped like that coming out of turn 2 over there, and I felt I didn't do anything wrong. You know, he just turned down into me and I was there. So I woke up at 5 this morning thinking about winning this first heat. So yeah, dreams come true, eh?
Good on you, mate. How about some noise for Dave Gartner?